Hi, welcome to SGT University. I am Aman Kumar Thapak, Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Today we will be learning about gear technology. So let us start with gear terminology.
Let us start with the what is gear terminology. Gears are rotating machine elements that transmit torque from one shaft to another via the teeth machine into them. Gears with similar tooth profile mesh, this allows transmitting the power from a driving shaft to a driven one. Different gear types are used in machines as they can be designed for a range of forces from a range of materials. They can also be used to increase or decrease rotational velocity as well as change the direction of rotation. Gears can also be used to pump liquid as in the case of gear pumps for fuel oil and lubrication oil for instance. They mesh so well with the high delivery pressures, able to perform a variety of tasks. Factors of gear. There are many types of factors and each one offers some trade-offs. It comes down to what expectations a designer has from a gear train. The factors that may be considered are as follows: torque duty cycle needs, rotation speed gear ratio, service environment, space availability, budget. Based on these factors, the selection is further narrowed down to whether the gears will be operating on parallel or non-parallel and intersecting or non-intersecting axis. Let's learn a little more about what choices one has and what each one of them offers. In automobile steering system, lift and material handling systems. Gear parameters. Now that we have a general idea of the different type of gears, we are in a better position to get a bit technical and understand the meaning of various terms that one may come across while learning about gears. Outer diameter. This is the maximum diameter of a gear. It is the distance from the gear body center to the tooth tip. The outer diameter signifies the outermost extent of a gear. Pitch circle. The pitch circle of a two engaging gears touch each other at the point where the mating teeth come in contact with each other. It runs roughly around the center of the gear tooth. Pitch circle is where the motion transfer takes place and hence this circle is used for all calculation purposes. The point at which the gear touch is known as pitch point. Center distance. It is the distance between the centers of two mating gears of a system. It is important that this distance is set properly for effective transfer of torque. It is calculated by adding the pitch circle diameter of the two gears and dividing by 2. Root. Root is the point where the tooth connects to the gear body. It is the tuft between the bottommost part of two adjacent gear teeth. Root diameter is the distance between the center of a gear body and the base of a gear tooth. The tooth height of two mating gears must be cut in a way that it does not exceed the root of the gear to prevent contact of tooth tip with the other gear's root during rotation. Pitch. Pitch is defined as the distance between the same point on two adjacent gear teeth. It can be calculated easily by dividing the circumference of the gear at that point by the number of teeth. But the word pitch can be confusing as at different points along the tooth height the value will be different, thus the diameter needs to be specified. Some popular pitches are circular pitch, normal base pitch and angular pitch. Circular pitch is the distance between the same points on two teeth faces along the pitch circle. Diametral pitch. Diametral pitch informs us of tooth density. It is calculated by dividing the total number of gear teeth by the pitch circle diameter. Its unit is the number of teeth per meter. Tooth profile. Tooth profile refers to the shape of a gear tooth. There are many different options we can choose from. We could make them rectangular, triangular in the shape of a circular arc, or move on to more complex shapes such as a parabola or an involute. Simple shapes such as rectangles and triangles, however, create high vibration, noise and would be very inefficient due to excessive sliding. Complex shape improves efficiency and enable quiet operation. Let's see what type of profiles are in use today. Involute tooth profile. It is the most widely used tooth profile. There are certain advantages of using involute gears such as easy and inexpensive to manufacture, can accommodate small deviations in the center distance, high root thickness imparts strength, constant pressure angle during operation makes operation smooth. Cycloidal tooth profile. The cycloidal tooth profile is the second most common profile in use. This profile ensures the same wear occurs on the entire tooth. Cycloidal gear teeth find use in watches and instruments. It is seldom used for intensive applications as it is difficult to produce. Arc of circle profile. This profile is not as popular, but it has the advantages of slow wear as the arc is uneven. It is classified into two types, single arc and compound arc. As the name suggests, the tooth has a cylindrical shape which mates with the other gear. Sometimes a convex arc may fit into a concave arc for better transmission. This profile, however, is difficult to produce compared to the involute profile. Gear materials and surface treatment. Gears are produced using a variety of materials, and this selection will also affect the surface treatment method that may be chosen to improve performance. Gears may be produced from different types of metals as well as non-metals such as steel, cast iron, plastic, nylon and fiber. Each material has its own salient features. Steel is used for intensive applications. It provides high strength and hardness. Carbon and alloy steels are common choices. Cast iron is easy to produce and is generally preferred when gears are to be mass produced. Precision is, however, lost in this type of production. Nylon is an inexpensive, lightweight and non-corrosion option as a gear material. Nylon is a good choice for low-load, corrosion-prone applications. Surface treatment of gears is usually necessary before putting them into service. Two useful techniques for gear surface finishing are grinding and heat treatment. Grinding gear teeth makes them smooth and leads to quiet operation. It does increase the final cost of production though. Many heat treatment techniques are available for improving the strength, surface finish and durability of gears. Some of these procedures are carburizing, annealing, tempering, surface hardening and normalizing. Depending on the material used and procedure employed, the gears can be made strong, heat resistant, hard and durable. Key terms. There are following key terms in gear terminology. Driving gear. The gear closest to the power source and attached to the driving shaft that provides the initial rotational input. Driven gear. The gear or tooth component attached to the driven shaft which is impacted by the driving gear and exhibits the final output. Idler gear. A gear placed between the driving gear and driven gear, typically employed to allow for the transmission of motion without a change in the direction of rotation. Gear ratio. The ratio between the output value to the input value, typically expressed as the number of teeth of the driven gear to number of teeth of the driving gear. Tooth profile. The cross-sectional shape of the gear's teeth. Axis configuration. The orientation of the axis along which the gear shafts lay and around which the gear rotate in relation to each other. Torque. Also referred to as moment or moment of force, the measures of the rotational or twisting force which causes an object to rotate. The axial load. The thrust force parallel to the gear shaft. Efficiency. The percentage value of the ratio of output power, input power minus power loss to the input power.
So today we have covered detailed about gear terminology, and in our next lecture we have discussed about what is the concept of the vehicle. So keep learning, keep growing. See you next time.